Hello, my name is Victoria and today is day 19 of my Talking to Camera challenge. It's a challenge I set myself to step out of my comfort zone, step in front of the camera and hit record. I'm doing this because I want to improve my confidence in recording and also to improve my consistency in uploading videos. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the 3 things on my to-do list, and that is exercise, my 100-word challenge and making videos. And I'm also going to talk about my newsletter. So the first thing, exercise. And yesterday I did 2 exercise videos by a woman called Kat. She has a YouTube channel and she's recorded lots of videos that you can choose from. And I like to try and do at least 30 minutes every day of some sort of exercise. And yesterday I chose 2 videos. One was about 20 minutes long and the other was about 13 minutes long. And so I just did the 2 together. And they were straightforward. Well, actually, they weren't straightforward. She had a complicated routine in one of them, and that really got my brain working. But I persevered, I got on with it, and I got through it. And I was very happy to get the exercise done at the beginning of the day, so I could just get on with the rest of my day. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is my 100-word challenge. This is a challenge I've set myself to write a minimum of 100 words. And yesterday I actually wrote about a woman in a bright yellow coat. I was walking to work and this woman was walking in front of me and I just thought, that is a beautiful coat that she's wearing. And I just thought, I feel like I need to tell her that she really looks lovely in that coat. So I walked up to her and I said, excuse me, I just want to say that is a lovely coat you're wearing. And she said, thank you very much. And I said, it is a beautiful colour and it really suits you. And the big grin on her face made me really happy that I actually complimented her on her coat. I know that someone did that to me before and it really did make my day. So that is the thing that I wrote about yesterday for my 100 words challenge. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is making videos. And a few days ago, actually I think it was a couple of weeks ago, I was walking past just around the corner from St James's Park during my lunchtime walk, and I noticed that there was a crowd of people around a statue, and I wasn't sure why this crowd of people were there, but they were all taking pictures of this statue. There was a security guard there, and yeah, of course I took a picture because I thought, well, if everybody else is doing it, I better take a picture too. And when I got home later that day, I watched the news and I discovered that this was a new piece of art by the elusive artist called Banksy. And it was put up in the middle of the night. And yeah, it was a piece of art by Banksy where it is a statue of a man standing on top of the plinth. And he's got a British flag, I believe, or just a nondescript flag that he's holding. But it's covering his eyes, and because it's covering his eyes, he can't see where he's going. And this statue shows the man stepping off, he's going to be stepping off the plinth, so he's going to be falling to presumably his death. And I think it's supposed to depict what happens when you're following somebody blindly or being overly patriotic and just, yeah, I think it's about blind patriotism. So, as I said, I watched that on the news, and then yesterday I walked past the area again and I took a clip of B-roll, and I'm going to put that in this video here so you can see what the statue looks like. And yeah, it was a really interesting piece of art. I'm not quite sure what the statue's made of, if it's actually made of you know, concrete like the other statues around it, but yeah, concrete. What a statue's made of? A statue made of concrete? I'm not sure. But it was an interesting piece of art, and that's what I took some B-roll of, and that was my making videos part of this video that I'm making now. Right, the last thing I'm going to talk about is my newsletter, and I have a free newsletter that you can subscribe to. In this newsletter, I share information about what I'm up to, progress reports about my challenges and my writing. I also write short fiction and I like to publish that on Amazon. So I'm just using that to hopefully give people information about what I'm up to, and maybe inspire and motivate other people to get on with their own challenges. So if you're interested in following my journey, please subscribe to my newsletter. It's free. I hope to get it out at least once a week at a minimum. We shall see if I end up doing it more, but hopefully a minimum of once a week. Okay, so again, this is another rambling, stumbling video, but it's a good example of what happens if you do practice in public, which is what I'm doing here by publishing these videos. It's an example of how it feels to be at the beginning of your YouTube journey, where you are just practicing and getting used to talking in front of a camera, unscripted. I've got my bullet points, but I'm doing this, unscripted. I might use a script in the future, but at the moment I'm just trying to build up the confidence just to actually stand in front of the camera, which is what I'm doing now. If this is inspirational and motivational for yourself, maybe you'd be interested in trying your own talking to camera challenge. And if you do, I would really like to hear about it. So please leave a comment down below. Okay, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.